I think even from a young age, we were both never ones to follow conventional lifestyles. This is not the prettiest thing to see when you walk in, but it's very functional. I feel like we have everything in here that we would have in a standard home.
We're able to do hiking, all that good stuff, and what was a really close friendship blossomed into something a little more.
Hi, I'm Megz, and this is Court. This is Kaya, and this is our truck bed camper that we live in full time. Come check it out. Hi, welcome to our 100 square foot truck bed camper. This is our favorite area of the camper because we both love to cook. Majority of the kitchen is stock. It's a 2001 truck bed camper, so we didn't make a ton of actual upgrades. We just did cosmetic stuff. So all of the countertops are peel and stick, the tiles peel and stick, and then we obviously painted the cabinets. Some little upgrades we made. We love this little trash bin, our paper towel holder, changed out the faucet. We added a magnetic knife block holder, and then we have these little magnetic spice holders. Another reason we love it is that we both can stand in here at the same time. So one of us can be cooking on the 3-burner stovetop, doing dishes or prepping food. And we also love that there's 2 huge windows here, so we can look outside at the beautiful view whenever we want. We majority cook on the stovetop. We do have a little oven, but we try to preserve our propane so we don't use it often. I feel like we have everything in here that we would have in a standard home. A lot of truck bed campers will have kind of a mini microwave up here. We actually love that there's not a microwave. We can just warm up everything on the stovetop, and then it gives us that extra cabinet space. So yeah, we feel like there's adequate space to hold everything that we need. We already have had a scare with our fridge. We have a very standard 2-way fridge, standard RV fridge, but it did go out for a couple days. We had to throw out a lot of our food and then restock it. It's working great now. I mean, we love cooking, and so we're in here all the time. We are in the dining room, living room. We do everything in this area. As you can see, we use the same peel and stick butcher block on this table that we did in the kitchen. Must have for us was the U-shape dinette. Kaya is super long, so this gives her plenty of space to sprawl out because she usually doesn't sleep up in the bed with us. Additionally, this technically does fold down into a little bunk bed. You could put like a small child up there. We don't feel comfortable using it in that way, so it's become our closet space. And they're the easiest cabinets to open and get changed, so that's what we use them for. And then we do have our Starlink set up over here. We both work full time, usually from this space. And it tends to work out great. We don't feel too crowded, and yeah. And then up here, we do utilize this for closet space, and then also a lot of our electronic storage, our Starlink laptops, cords, everything you need to work remotely. In this area over here, we have a 6-gallon hot water heater. It allows us both to take, quick 10-minute showers, but does the job. So a big thing for us is we wanted to be able to camp in all 4 seasons. So the whole exterior is fiberglass, which helps a ton with temperature control. And then we do have a furnace. One vent is here, and it actually runs along our fresh water tank so that none of our lines or tank freeze. And then it swoops all the way over here. There's another vent underneath the bathroom to also help keep our gray and black tank from freezing as well. And everything is internal so that we can camp in single-digit temps. This actually will fold down into a full-size bed. So if we're lounging on a rainy day, this is usually the space that will do it. But additionally, yeah, we eat here, we work here. This is really, the space where we hang out and do everything every day.
We're actually both from Sioux City, Iowa. While we love Iowa, we found that it doesn't have everything that we want. So we've ended up taking kind of 2 independent paths to figure out kind of who we are as individuals and what we like to do in the outdoors. I lived in Alaska for a couple years, and Megan and I actually went to high school together, which was really awesome. There were 3 people that I wanted to come to Alaska, and Megan was one of them. Before I actually asked her to come out to visit me, it was solely just as friends. And what was supposed to be a 10-day trip ended up turning into a little bit longer than that. We're able to do hiking, all that good stuff, and what was a really close friendship blossomed into something a little more.
Yeah, that's kind of how we met and got to this point. But I also solo traveled for a year on and off, very nomadic by nature. So this has been a great combination for both of us. We are in the bedroom. This is a standard RV queen size mattress. I'm 5'10" and don't seem to have any issues with it. It's very comfortable. Up here, it's all mirrored on both sides. So we have little hanging closets. And then back here, we keep a lot of our seasonal clothes that we don't use every day. Back here on the side of the bed, there's actually quite a bit of space. I keep all of my socks in this little bag. It's used to like hold grocery bags and stuff from the store, but it works for socks. I still have 3 pairs of shoes up here that I don't use every day. And then I even keep like a little toiletry bag up here. So tons of storage. And then we did add this monitor. So again, on rainy days, we're able to cozy up and throw on a show and just hang out in here, really make it feel homey. Up above my head, we have our emergency hatch. Again, it's great for airflow, but it also does open all the way up to our walkable roof. So great for maintenance and sitting up there and stargazing. We are front door slash bathroom area. This is not the prettiest thing to see when you walk in, but it's very functional. Obviously, it stores a lot of our shoes, but we also have bear spray, lights, and then some of our everyday bathroom essentials that we can just pull out and use every morning. This is really the only mirror in the space. We do not fight over it, but it's perfect just to have it in this area. And then this is our wet bath. We have a flushing toilet here with a black tank. And then obviously this is also where we shower. Everything can get wet. We have a curtain that we usually put around the toilet seat just to preserve this area. And the only changes that we made were the peel and stick tile, a little bit of paint, and then swapped out the shower head, which is 10 times better than the stock one that it came with. So our shower head does come completely off, so I can stand up, sit down, do whatever I need to do in the shower.
We actually started with a minivan. During that time, we were kind of trying to simulate what it would be like to live in it. And we just knew that it wasn't going to be enough space for us. And so as we were exploring this, we were going down the idea of building out a bus, looking at Sprinter vans, pretty much the whole 9 yards. We just continued to really investigate of what our purpose of travel was. And this rig really checked our boxes.
Some of the non-negotiables for us were we wanted it to be fiberglass. So similar to the construction of a boat, we wanted it to be essentially waterproof and not have to worry about any water damage or it deteriorating over time. The other boxes were a toilet and a shower, which may sound a bit like glamping, but when you're living in it full time, you just want those essential items. The other one was the U-shaped dinette. We wanted Kaya to be able to have her own space to sleep when she's not sleeping in the bed. And then a big-ish kitchen. We just wanted to be able to still cook and have the space to be able to do so. So the cost of our rig, we actually bought it used off of Facebook Marketplace and it was right around $11K. We bought the camper first and then we actually bought the truck maybe a week after just to make sure that the truck would have the right payload for the weight of the camper. And then we ended up getting the truck for right around $22K, also used but new to us. We probably spent about $2K on some upgrades with the helper springs, the generator, some cosmetic upgrades. So yeah, all under $35K.
All right, well, welcome to the outside of the camper. We do have a 2001 Kodiak K99. This camper is actually built in Saskatchewan, Canada. Probably the most noticeable thing here on the outside is actually going to be our stable lift system. What's really unique about this is it allows one person to essentially take the camper off the truck in about 5 minutes or less. So we can just open our cabinet right here, and then you can drop all of the jacks at one time. Makes it super easy if you ever want to take the camper off, you need to take the truck in, do any maintenance, and it allows one person to do it, which is really helpful too. Having a dog with you, you're more than likely not going to be able to wash them in your inside shower. So we do have an outdoor shower, which is really helpful and really handy here for us. And in here's where we keep all of our water hoses. We do have almost a 100-foot water hose. I think it's kind of overkill, but hey, it works out well for us. On the outside, we also have a 30-amp plug-in. This camper, with it being a 2001, doesn't actually have solar. So we also carry a 3,500 watt generator with us. And so this allows us to just be able to hook up just like normal with our generator so we can power our AC unit, as well as recharge all of our portable power stations and the onboard battery. We only have one onboard battery on this camper, so this is really a lifesaver for us, as otherwise we wouldn't have any power on the road.
I would say don't let, the societal norms get to you. We're people pleasers by nature, and so it's kind of like, stick to the status quo, follow the normal path. But I think even from a young age, we were both never ones to follow conventional lifestyles. And so this has actually been incredible for both of us to live this way. And also just don't let the barrier of entry stop you from starting. I think social media especially puts this huge pressure on, oh, you have to have the perfect rig, it has to look incredible. It doesn't. It just has to allow you to get outside and explore the world around us.
Another thing too, if you are going to travel with a partner, make sure you can travel with them. And communication is key. Being able to talk through what your frustrations are and just knowing that you can have that support system is huge. I could do it on my own, but it's way better being able to share this with her. If you want to find out more about us and keep up with our travels, you can find us on Instagram at Court and Megz.
Thanks everyone for visiting our truck bed camper. Hope to see you on the road.